It's not that deep, bro. 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 Oh, you simple soul. But it is that deep, bro. It is so deep that you can't even see it. It's so deep you're incapable of seeing it. And that is because it is literally interwoven into the fabric of our reality. It is so deep, bro, that you literally cannot even conceive it. It is so deep, you actually conceive it without knowing you conceive it. Carl Jung had a concept that he called the Jungian archetypes. The Jungian archetypes are universal recurring patterns and symbols that influence human behavior and personality, acting as fundamental elements of the collective unconscious that guide individuals on our own journey of self-discovery. Bro, the collective unconscious is a universal reservoir of inherited psychic structures. These psychic structures are so deeply embedded into the human psyche that they literally make up every single character trait, every single personality, every character you've ever seen in a movie, every character you've ever read about. All of the mythologies ever. These are archetypes. You are an archetype. You fall into the category of one of these archetypes, and it's so deep that you don't even know it. It is so innate to human nature, it's invisible. No one hears a word. It literally doesn't even cast a shadow. It just is. People who say, it's not that deep, bro, in response to anything that might be outside of their realm of understanding, it just showcases that on a deeper level, these are people who don't want it to be that deep. And not because they don't think it's that deep, but because there is more to their reality than they're actually comfortable with. It means that there might be more to life than consuming your favorite things. That there actually might be consequences to over-consuming and over-justifying your behavior. Just because you fall into an archetype doesn't mean you can't change it. And it doesn't mean that that's necessarily a good thing, bro. It just means that you are unconsciously tapping into reservoirs, just feeding. And what happens when you feed too much? You get fat. Your brain and your soul and your psyche are no different. And when you're consuming things that are unhealthy, your soul becomes sloth. Your soul becomes embedded with one of the 7 deadly sins. Maybe your archetype is just being a fap monster. But if it's not that deep, bro, who cares? This is nihilism. And this is not the cool Nietzschean nihilism. This is the lame, Funko Pop loving, Nintendo Switch playing, Cheeto dust licking nihilism. It's not that deep, bro, is like getting beat up and then saying you never wanted to fight anyways. After you started the fight, of course. There is a reason that the iceberg meme has become so embraced. And that's because it's true. The things we present are not always us. It is only the 5 or 10% of us that we give the world. The Jungian archetypes are a component of our being that our soul recognizes on an innate level. Saying it's not that deep to anything that makes you uncomfortable means that you are denying a part of yourself and a part of your being so you can continue to exist in your own nihilistic, consumer-minded hellscape. People who say this are not happy. They are not trying to do anything other than to cope with the fact that it is that deep. You just don't want it to be. You are actually an archetype when you do this. When you say it's not that deep, bro, trying to exist in your own ignorance, you are actually living out the Jungian archetype of the fool. And the fool is perhaps one of the most famous and powerful archetypes. The fool looks ahead blissfully towards nothing, so sure that it's just not that deep, bro. But on the flip side, it represents the potential for new experiences, for growth, and a willingness to embrace the unknown, acting as a potential future and a boundary crosser. It represents the unpotentiated future. But first, you have to be willing to say, maybe there's something more to this. The fool is typically unafraid to challenge the status quo, and its naivete is how it does this. But saying it's not that deep, bro, does not challenge the status quo. It just continues to succumb to it. The amazing thing about the fool is it actually has the potential to change into the sage archetype. Through psychological development and gaining experience, it can potentially evolve into a sage or a savior type of archetype. However, the shadow side of the fool is literally saying, it's not that deep, bro. It's not that deep. You just don't want it to be. Yet.